When I was young, my mom always told me that an apple in China is different from it in Canada. I asked her why. She said, the culture. After I grew up, I studied art and started to consider what culture is behind the art. People live in a planet. People see everything in a planet. In the painter's eyes, everything moves slowly. It can stop or background. Art fascinates me. To get a better answer, I learned art history and tried to find out the relationship between the West and the East. In the ancient times, our ancestors used art to record big events. They were wise and intelligent, building up the brilliant civilization. But things have changed since photography was invented. This guy invented photograph. Large quantities of photographs replaced the original function of painting. People felt desperate and depressed, like the leaves in the autumn. People said, painting is dying. Then it was reborn as modernism. Artists no longer focused on the space, which was a field of camera. Feelings, expressions, and materials are what they are eager to motivate. So does the Chinese brush painting. Both of them have similar characters. I'll figure it out. I asked lots of people for the answers. Beyond my expectation, people know more about Chinese brush painting than I thought.
It's very beautiful, it's very intricate and very detailed.
It's a minimalist, so there's not a huge amount of details in the background, but the pictures themselves are created with very eloquent brush strokes.
And yet there's a creative or a type of a flow to it. So even though it's specific, it also seems to have movement to it.
I think I might have seen it in a museum the first time. I thought it was really cool. It was very simplistic style.
I don't think I've heard about it, but I've seen it illustrated. Like I've seen the brush painting.
I guess it was like white background with black ink on it.
Or maybe in a library or on a poster probably.
A little bit more than like abstract art. More like oil painting kind of deal, because I could understand it more, I guess.
Then, I decided to visit a famous brush painter in the Chinese community.
I'm Andy Low, and I'm a Chinese-Canadian artist. I was born in China, and I studied art at the Central Academy of Art and Craft in Beijing. In 1981, I came to the States for my graduate study. And I got my Master of Fine Arts degree at the University of North Texas. And after that, I started to teach Chinese brush painting workshops at North America. So I really appreciate the the beautiful nature of Canada. And another thing is the multiculturalism in Canada, and that's totally different from Chinese culture. But this is an immigration country, so people come from everywhere from the world. They bring their own culture, but they still keep their cultural identity in Canada. I find out that most the Westerner they are interested in Chinese art, but they are not totally understanding it. And for example, Yellow Mountain in China, Huangshan or Guilin, has beautiful landscape paintings. But for them, I think most of them, they haven't been in China, and they find out that is the beautiful scenery come from Chinese artist mind, and they think it's impossible to have such a unique landscape there. So I still keep my Chinese brushes, rice paper and ink, but for the color, I find out Chinese brush painting color is water-based. It's sometimes a little bit too weak. You don't get it at high intensity. So I mix some gouache, Western watercolor, and even acrylic to the painting to create the strong color contrast. And I find out I use a Chinese rice paper brushes color, but I changed my subject matter from a Chinese landscape to Rocky Mountains, and those Canadian they find out it's so close to them. So I find out that is my painting. I changed the style from traditional Chinese brush painting and mixed with Western style. The communication is very important, and I like to introduce Chinese art to Canadian people.
It was very like relaxing, and it didn't feel like there was a lot of pressure to be like perfectly precise, that if there was a little too much water.
When he holds a brush, he sees a lot of possibilities and all. So I'm like, how come I never knew about it? It's the first time I came to know.
Taught me when I was really small. Yeah. That's why I know they make it look easy. It's not that easy.
And they can realize the cultural difference. They can respect each other. And also they can learn from another culture to enrich your own culture.
People live in a planet. People see things differently from the others. The world is beautiful because of the art and the culture. We read and we learn. I have never given up looking for the answer. Never and ever. I went across the whole journey and gained different experience through the diverse culture. And now, I have seen my apple.